Hello all. Today's two-part pod will be about my top 10 favorite strains, along with some basic information about the cannabis plant. I will give information on the strain itself, the genetics, possible medicinal benefits, and a good place to buy each strain across the state of Colorado for registered medical patients. I am not a doctor or certified medical professional, so this information will be strictly opinion-based. First, cannabis grows in two distinct varieties, indica strains and sativa strains. Indica strains originated in the Middle East in countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan, and northern India. Indica strains are well known for their narcotic type effects. They provide a body buzz that can induce appetite and sleep. Indica strains grow short and bushy with very broad dark green leaves. Sativa strains originated more commonly around the equator and in subtropical areas such as Colombia, Jamaica, Mexico, West Africa, Thailand, and Vietnam. Sativa strains grow much larger in height than indica strains and have skinnier yet longer light green leaves. Sativa strains are known to give a more pensive, spacey high, which can give energy and elevated mood. Most modern strains are hybrids of indica and sativa and are rarely in their pure form. The most common component of cannabis is tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC. THC is the only psychoactive component in cannabis, but the plant itself is known to contain over 60 cannabinoids in trace amounts. I'm not going to go into too much detail about these other components, but the two other main compounds in marijuana other than THC are CBN and CBD. CBD and CBN are responsible for most of the medicinal benefits of cannabis. Indica plants commonly have a higher amount of CBD than sativas, while sativas generally have a higher amount of THC. Cannabis plants also have a unique range of compounds known as terpenes. Terpenes are what give cannabis its unique smell. Each strain produces a unique high and experience that correlates with the different amount of cannabinoids and terpenes within. This is one reason why marijuana is such a useful herb. Now that I provided a bit of background information, I will start with my favorite 10 strains. I will be splitting the list into two, starting with my top favorite indica strains and then my top sativa strains. Number 5, LA Confidential. LA Confidential is a near 100% indica strain. It is a cross between DNA Genetics out of Amsterdam took a very strong Afghani, LA, and crossed it with another beautiful Afghani plant to create this strain. This strain grows like most indicas with a strong central cola, or bud, and very dark green leaves. It can be fed a lot of nutrients and resistant to disease and mold. Smell and taste of this flower is very musky and hash-like, which is common for Afghani indica strains. The effects are very narcotic, sedating, and relaxing. This strain would be very beneficial for patients suffering from general pain, insomnia, and the side effects of chemotherapy. Unfortunately, this strain is somewhat rare around Colorado, but crosses of this strain can be found at the clinic locations in Denver, along with seeds from Reserva Privada, Colorado, which can be sold at the clinic locations as well. This is a great strain that pops up in Colorado dispensaries every now and then, but don't hesitate to grab it. Number 4, Blueberry. Blueberry is an 80% indica variety from DJ Short Seed Company out of Amsterdam. Blueberry is a combination of Afghani, Purple Thai, and Highland Thai strains, which makes it one of the best smelling and tasting indica varieties available. The plant grows very stout and has blue, red, and purple hues towards the end of flowering. Overall, it is pretty easy to grow, but can be perfected to produce amazing buds. The smell and taste are extremely fruity and exotic, and can be described as having a blueberry-like taste. This strain would be mostly beneficial for patients suffering from back pain and some insomnia. It is not as heavy as some indica varieties, but can create a euphoric yet relaxing buzz. This strain can be found at nearly every dispensary at some point in time. Although it is quite popular, don't be fooled by imposter blueberry varieties that don't mimic anything of the original DJ Shorts blue. Delta 9 Alternative Medicine in Denver has a great version of the classic blueberry strain. Number 3, Chemdog. While there are a lot of Chemdog varieties available, the indica version of Chemdog D is my favorite and the most potent. The Chemdog strain is rumored to start at a Grateful Dead show in Colorado. Not many people know the true genetics or origin. The Chemdog D strain grows like a hybrid with a moderate difficulty level. The strain has one of the most potent smells and flavors. Chemdog is a strain that will smell up an entire room and make non-smokers think there is a skunk somewhere nearby. The smell is very acrid and skunky overall. This is one of the most potent varieties of cannabis available, with it testing well over 20% THC. This strain can be used to provide muscle relaxation, increase appetite, and can even provide initial boost of energy. This strain is a must-have for patients who have a slightly higher tolerance. It is a popular variety in Colorado and in the medical scene. A version of Chemdog D, known as Stardog, can be purchased at Boulder RX Dispensary in Boulder, Colorado. Number 2, Grape Ape. Grape Ape is an indica variety of strains Afghani and Skunk Number 1. It is a sister strain to most other California purple varieties that have been floating around the medical scene for the past 10 years. Grape Ape grows very stout and bushy and responds well to heavy nutrients like most indicas. The buds and leaves will turn a beautiful shade of purple closer to flowering. This is something that is unique to Grape Ape's genetics, but can be exaggerated by lowering the nighttime temperature closer to flowering time. This strain tastes and smells wonderful. From a distance, it has a very skunky, musky smell, but up close it smells exactly like grape Kool-Aid. The flavor is a spot-on translation of the aroma, a slightly musky yet sweet grape flavor. Grape Ape starts off with a slight rush of energy and pressure on the eyes, showing off its sativa influences. Within 30 minutes, the indica effects of Grape Ape take over and lead into a very relaxing feeling. While Grape Ape is not nearly potent as other strains, it works great for muscle relaxation, light pain, and has anti-anxiety properties. This strain is also very popular around Colorado, but a good representation can be found at 14er Holistics in Boulder. Number 1, Bubba Kush. There are many different versions of Bubba Kush, but the best and most sought-after version is the pre-98 Bubba Kush cut. This is a near 100% indica strain of Afghani and Pakistani origin, brought back to the United States in the 1980s. After 1998, many imposter versions were created, but the original still stuck around. Bubba Kush grows very bushy and stout like most pure indica varieties and will turn shades of red, purple, and dark green towards the end of flowering. The buds will have a purple tint with colors of light green throughout. The best part of this strain is the aroma and taste. Bubba Kush is my favorite tasting and smelling strain to this day. The aroma has hints of coffee, fuel, and musk and is super pungent overall. The effects are all indica with a warm feeling throughout the body and a very stony feeling towards the end. Bubba Kush can offer overall mental and physical relaxation, mild pain relief, appetite stimulation, and some ocular relief. This is an overall great strain with beautiful aesthetics, the most unique and top-notch smell, and a great high with a package of medicinal effects. Versions of Bubba Kush are quite popular in the medical scene, but the best pre-98 Bubba Kush can be purchased at Green Dream Health Services in Gun Barrel, Colorado. This will conclude my top 5 indica strains. Part 2 of the pod will continue with my top 5 sativa strains. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me at info.with.a.voice@gmail.com.